My kids were hit by a car while playing on the trampoline. The following day, we went and filed a police report from where she sent threats. And the police gave us like this runaround bullshit, pretty much saying that because we live in a different town than where the threats were coming. So I didn't really know if I wanted to do this video or not, just because it's been hectic and there's been a lot of issues that go along with this situation, and individuals took it way out of proportion with some of the things that has been going on. So about 2 weeks ago, I got a phone call while I was at work. My wife was flipping out. She was scared shitless, and my sister-in-law ended up having to take the phone to explain to me what was going on. But pretty much what it was is that a guy was running from the law, and he went down our road and thought that our driveway was a wraparound driveway, and when he realized it wasn't because there was cars sitting at the end of the driveway, he pulled into our like little parking spots, I guess. He jumped the little curve, sideswiped our car, and hit the trampoline. The trampoline had my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, Annabelle, and Audrey on it. So what ended up happening was the girls thought it was just a joke type of deal, like they didn't understand what happened. My father-in-law, we don't know if he got hurt or not because he's stubborn and didn't go to the hospital to get examined or anything like that, which I can't blame him because it was like a 12-hour wait, and I'm not even exaggerating on that. But my mother-in-law, she ended up having a pulled vertebrae in her neck, kind of similar to whiplash when being in a car wreck. So when the guy pulled into our driveway, there was a black police truck, I guess, following him, and they thought he was going to come to a stop and take off running, so the police officer got out of the car. When this guy didn't, they ended up calling off the chase because there was a school bus letting off children at the end of our road, and 2 of them ended up having to jump in the ditch, and the other 2 ran across the road and across like a field and held onto a tree to avoid this dude from hitting them. He still hasn't been caught or anything like that. But while I was walking home, because he had hit our vehicle so they couldn't leave, my father-in-law was drinking, so he couldn't leave to come get me. There was police officers everywhere, like there was like this whole big thing. I was trying to figure out if an EMT had at least came out there and checked on the kids, because even though they wasn't like actually hit by the car, the trampoline went up into the air, and when it came back down, it was moved over 2 to 4 feet. So, and he hit the trampoline hard enough to knock springs off of it. So I was pissed because no one had been out there to check them. By the time I got home, and it's like a 25 to 30 minute walk from my work to my house, like 5 minutes driving, but it's on the other side of town. An EMT still hadn't been called out there. They weren't called out there until 45 minutes to an hour later for them to tell us that we just have to take the kids to the hospital. The kids ended up having a doctor's appointment the following day. So we just kind of waited it out, I guess, because they was acting fine. Nobody was really crying or anything else other than Annabelle. But we found out at the doctor that the reason she was crying was because she had an ear infection, and it wasn't due to the guy crashing into the trampoline. So I posted on Facebook like a picture of the dude's profile and a picture of him in hopes that someone would recognize him and be able to help us find him, because I mean he's getting charged with a lot of stuff. One of the charges is like assault with a motor vehicle or something along those lines. My brother-in-law's girlfriend asked me to make it public so she could share it. So I did. And after that, I got a friend request from someone who then messaged me and was like, y'all the police lovers. I'm one of them people, I have nothing against the cops. I have been in trouble with the law before. I have done my stupid shit, just like a lot of people have. But I'm not one of them people that say fuck the police and all this crap when I'm the one that's doing wrong. That's just like my point of view of it. So I pretty much told her she was being a troll, that she just tried to add me to sit here and be a troll, that this dude could have killed my kids, so she needed to fuck off. In a roundabout way. Being called a troll, a bitch, and saying fucked off was definitely in it though. So she then decided to send me voice clips of her threatening me, or threatening my kids. And my wife flipped shit, which she has every right to do. So we called the cops to have them come back out here, because we didn't know if this individual was actually part of his family at the time, or like how it was. And I had already messaged the girl that was at my wedding, because I found this dude on Facebook because they gave us his insurance information, and she's a mutual friend. So I asked her how she knows him and everything like that, and she explained it to me. Well, she told me his sister's name. I did not put two together. And then when I got the threats, I realized that it was the same girl. And what made me feel extremely stupid was I know the entire family. Like, my family has had previous issues out of their family, both sides of them. And I know they're nothing but trouble, and nothing but drama, and nothing but jerkies. So, I shouldn't have been retarded. I should have fucking realized that, but I didn't. So, after she sent the threats, we called the cops and everything, and she went from threatening me to threatening anyone who said that they were glad our kids were okay on the post. She stated multiple times that she killed her own kids, that it was nothing to kill someone else's, that she worshipped Satan, that she's not on drugs, she only smokes weed. But if you look at her mug shots and look at her Facebook pictures and everything else, you can definitely tell that she's on other drugs than just weed. I've never smoked any kind of weed. That's gonna make me pick my eyebrows. But, you know. So, pretty much the following day after, well, the day that theirs took place, we had the girls' mom to come get them, because we didn't know what was going on. The police officer told us, because we did receive the threats, because they do know this the individual who hit the trampoline, do know his family really well, that it would be a smart idea for us to leave. So pretty much what had happened at that point is that we had their mother's boyfriend come and get them, because he was getting off work anyway. And then me and Kimmy left the area we live in, had to give us the information we needed for this individual. And I was trying to explain to them that the individual don't live in our town, she lives in this town. It was pretty much a big mess, and I was getting annoyed and pissed. I started crying, and it was just getting worse and worse and worse. So pretty much, I ended up calling another police officer in to come help us, while another police officer talked to Kimmy. They ended up putting their contacts together and asked me to identified the girl. And I pretty much just brought up her Facebook picture. I was like, can I just show it to you? Because I'm going to sit here and just say she's a junkie. She looks like a junkie. When I done that, the exact same picture that the police had of this individual was the same picture I pulled up. So after we done all that, the warrant for her arrest went out. But since then, they have not been able to find her, and that was 2 weeks ago. And they haven't been able to find her brother, which is the one who ran through our yard with the car. And she stated that she was from, like, she lived in Myrtle Beach, and she very well might, like, but I don't know if she's still there or if they went back there. I mean, her brother ran from the police 15 to 30 minutes away from us in the town that I'm from and came here. Why you wouldn't continue running to a different town, I don't know. But he got in trouble there and then got in trouble here and done the exact same shit. And the girl who was in the passenger side of his car, I guess she looked terrified or something. But my wife ended up knowing her. They used to be friends or mess around or something, I don't even know. But my wife knows her. So we have court on the 4th for this situation. I don't know what's going to happen. I doubt she's going to show up, which means she's just going to have another warrant for her arrest. But it's stressful. We don't really know if we're safe in our own home. Police officers have told us to stay away. More than one police officer has told us to stay away from here. And it's just getting more and more annoying because it's bullshit that we don't feel safe in our own house. And the other day we had to leave because my wife took our dog Milo out. And I mean, Malo's a big dog. He lets us know when someone's here. Like, he's a massive dog. And he doesn't like people. Like, okay, that came out wrong. He doesn't like males in general, but he doesn't like just random people coming into our house either. Like, he gets really defensive, and me and Kimmy had to put him up when he does that. So she took him outside, and there was a black vehicle on one of the roads near us who was just staring at our house. And when they realized that there was a person outside, they sped off. And I don't think it was really when they realized someone else was out there. I think it was when they realized that we realized they were sitting there, if that makes sense. So I don't know if it was a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences. And then the way they went about things was really weird. Like, who just speeds up like that. So we left that night. My boys' grandma came and got us and got Annabelle, and we took Audrey to her grandpa's because she had school the next day. So I don't know what's gonna happen with this situation. They told us to lay low until after court because that's when shit's really gonna hit the fan, because then they're gonna know charges have been brought against them. But what I found weird is that this girl sent me all them threats and everything like that, and then sent me a half-ass apology. And I guess she was coming down from whatever high she was on and realized what she was saying. Because, I mean, in the threatening clips, you can tell she's messed up. Like, you can tell she's on something. But I guess she was coming down from that high. And then after she sent the half-ass apology, she blocked me. And then a couple of days later, she unblocked me, I guess, to see if I was going to say anything to her. Or to be a bitch, because I'm just naturally like that. Especially when it comes to my kids. And when I didn't say anything, try to instigate or anything, she reblocked me. So I'm sitting here like, okay, blockbusters, but you know. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm not really concerned about them. I know they're in most trouble. I know they hold true to true to their threats, but at the same time, it's been 2 weeks, nothing's happened, but again, we still gotta wait to court, which is what the police officers keep telling us, that it's like the calm before the storm. Everything's gonna be fine now, and then after court, it could go horribly wrong. So, I don't know. I said that so many times and so many times in this video, but I legit don't know what's gonna happen. I want to insert the clip of her threatening my children. I do not think that's wise, so I'm not going to do that. But I will insert the pictures of the damage that the individual who ran through our yard and hit the trampoline had done. And after court, I guess I'll update y'all.